All right, guys. So welcome to this live session with your host, JDFX. So as we do every weekday, we look at the ES, so Dow Jones for the futures, and sometimes goals or sometimes other things, but that's what we're doing here each and every day. So let's get it here, guys. So today is January 23rd, 2026. So let's get it here. As you all know, I don't trade on Fridays, so we're just gonna look at what's going on here. So if you see a setup or anything like that, by all means you could take it. So the reason I'm doing those lives here is really to help you out to analyze the market the right way, and that's what we're gonna do here. So this morning here we had a few news. Events here. We had some yen news, German, British pound, sorry, euro, but we're most focusing on the US. So today at 9:45, so in about less than 30 minutes, we're going to have the flash manufacturing PMI that'll be out, and the service PMI that'll be out also. So the forecast here is 51.9 for the manufacturing PMI, and for the service PMI is 52.9. Last month was 52.9 for the service PMI. Manufacturing PMI was 51.8. So we'll see exactly if we're above or below those data here. So we need to be above the manufacturing PMI and the service PMI here for the US. So that's pretty much it on that. So let's look at the TV alert app. So TV alert app is an app that I created here, provide the alerts that are coming from TradingView that I could share with people. And if you have like your own group or own community, it's a community. There's a community chat here in this TV alert app. So you have news events, you have the alerts for today, you have the market watch, basically the market ticker. You have the alert feed right here. You have the alert history, and you have a live chart. So basically what you see on TradingView, you have it here. So you just have to select the market that you're trading on, and you could add it as a favorite also. And it's gonna stay there here when you're gonna reload it in the chart. And then you have the community chat. So as you can see, we already started, there's a few community here that started here. You have this one here. So that was a big win here yesterday on Euro USD, I think. So and at the end, you have the TV economy calendar. So you could just click here, select the country of interest, you apply, and you're going to see exactly the high impact news here for today. And as I said, you have the service PMI here that'll be out in about 20, less than 30 minutes here, like I said. Perfect. And finally, we have TradingView indicator. So you have two indicators here. So you have the pivot points here. So pivot high-low levels. So provide you with the pivot points here in the market. So those labels here, the white labels here, you could see clearly the high lows and the lower highs and all that stuff. So right now we just created a new low right here at a demand zone, and the demand zone and supply zone indicators that you see here is the supply and demand zone level edge. So provide you with the supply zone, demand zone, and the breakup structure that was done. So a breakup structure is meaning that the price broke a demand zone to the downside or a supply zone to the upside. So right now we had demand zones here at the downside, so we broke it down twice. Now we're at a new demand zone right here. Now we'll see exactly if price wants to go up. So that means that we have a lot of buyers here at the bottom. So price may start to push to the upside, and the dotted the dashed lines here that you see, this is an extension of a previous supply and demand zone, a brick of structure that I use for my TP and stop loss. All right, so pretty straightforward. And also we have VWAP and POC. VWAP is the white line right here, and POC, point of control, is the purple line. Pretty simple. If the price is below a VWAP and below POC, it's a strong sell. If it's above the VWAP or POC, it's a strong buy. Pretty straightforward. And this is basically some information that most traders that are trading in the institutional way are using. So instead of having like the DOM, I coded it so it's visually there like a moving average, but it's not a moving average. It's a VWAP and a point of control. Pretty straightforward here. So this is where we're at right now. So we're going to be waiting for market to open here in about 9 minutes. So I may step out for a few minutes here. I'm waiting for a package on my end. So when it's there, I should be out of the live. All right, let me go. All right, so let's look at so we're just going to open up in 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes here. So we have a bounce off of that demand zone right now. So we should be bullish here at the market open, even though we're down, but that will be a pullback basically. So previous breach of structure was right here. And if we look at the 4 hour, is looking, seems to be looking, we're still bearish here overall, but right now we're basically in the no man's land basically. So we'll wait and see. So we should be pushing here to the upside. So a couple of seconds here before market open. So 9:30, got a new candle coming in here. So be careful, guys. Let's look at the, so we should be pushing here to the upside based on the structure of here of the, so if you're entering here, you should be already in that trade. Now we're pushing here to the upside. So we're at a break of structure right here, previous break structure that was a previous bullish level. We have a demand zone right here. We have a lot of buyers here at the bottom. So be careful. We may have a retracement here, but everything is looking bearish here overall. So don't be so if we're breaking this demand zone, we have a lot of leeway here at the bottom because the next demand zone is pretty much right here. So everything looking bearish. So it should be selling here this morning. Yeah, it's breaking to the downside right now. So we have a strong bearish movement here right now. Even though I'm at H3, it's okay. So we went to that previous break of structure, went down. We'll see. That's one of the reasons that I do not trade on Fridays, is because there's a lot of manipulation here in the market. And remember, we have news at 9:45, so in less than 15 minutes here. So that will also impact the movement in the market. It seems that it went to a break, a retracement, and then it should be continuing going down here. So the reason why I would say that is if I put a fib here, just gonna put the fib from that swing high to swing low, more or less. That's 50% straight up to that break of structure. So it went there. Now it's going to go down here. So everything's looking bearish. We have the VWAP that is selling. The point of control is bearish. So we shouldn't be looking for longs at all. Even on the H4, it was looking to go short. And that's exactly what we're getting right now. So we're just going to wait for it to break that demand zone. So if it does, the next demand zone here is pretty much at this level right here. We put a fib for that break and retest. So we retest that break of structure. It will be a beautiful sell here. So we're still in that demand zone. So it's going to pass. We have a Russell 2000 sell right now. So we went to that demand zone here, which seems that we're trying to retrace a little bit. And remember, we have that news that will be in less than 9 minutes here. So that news may push the price lower. There we go. We have that demand. So we just broke it a little bit and now we're retracing a little bit more. So if you took that trade here on that sell, make sure to use proper risk. US30 sell. All right, so we have a sell on US30. Just got that signal here. So we have institutional liquidity that is picking up here on the sell side. So should be pushing here right now. That's exactly what we have here. So we have a breakup structure right here, another one. So yesterday was a higher low. See 500 is a sell. We went straight down to that demand zone again. So we're back up a little bit. We went to grab some liquidity here. All right, so still have 4 minutes, less than 5 minutes left before that candle close. So that was a perfect setup. And you see that the fib retracement, we had the buy, we had the retracement here. Sell off perfectly. We have another demand zone. So that will be my first TP here, guys. So if I would be in that trade, that will be my exit point. We have another one here. And remember, we still have the news at 9:45. So it may start to push the price a little bit lower. That was a perfect setup. Break, retest, boom. Just remove the pivot points here. It's much clearer. And the reason why I use that indicator here, guys, this is an indicator that I created here. So give me some more confidence here on taking a trade. So the only thing that you need to look at is if there's a fib retracement here. We had a perfect retracement here. And you're going to see that the retracement most likely will be done based off of a previous breakup structure. All right. So we had that breakup structure right here. We tapped, we went here, went back up. At this point, broke that demand zone right here. You saw it live. And we're still continuing to the downside. POC VWAP is looking bearish here. So it should be looking only for sells. And that's exactly what we have here. So if you have taken that sell here at the market open, you'll be golden here. I was overall bearish here for the trade because of the VWAP POC. So everything is trending down. And when you have the VWAP and POC extended like that, so that means that there's a strong sell movement here going on in the market. So less than 2 minutes before market the news event. Just gonna open up Forex Factory again. Let's see. All right, so we have less than a minute here before the news event. So like I said, guys, we're looking to go short. At market open, we did a pullback to the top on that previous break of structure. We had a demand zone right here, expecting to have a break of structure off of that demand zone. That's exactly what we had. And we are bouncing off of this previous break of structure that was right here. So I'll go by. So I will go by. All right, so at 45, so we have the news. Let's look at what it says. Pending flash measuring PMI 5.19, so that was positive 52.5. So the service PMI was negative. The manufacturing PMI was positive. So basically neutral. So we should have a continuation here to the downside. When you see something neutral like that, should be have a continuation here to the downside. There's no currently there's we did went to that break of structure right here. We may start to continue to the downside. So you should push a little bit more. And if we look at the 4-hour, let's see. So we had the downside movement here. And what you could do here is look at the previous break of structure, the supply and demand zone that we have. And I'm just going to put a fib here on that swing low to swing high. I'm just going to adjust myself a little bit. Hold on, I'm just gonna okay, so from here. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. There we go. There you go. From here to here. I just want to see exactly the retracement here for a bullish momentum, pretty much where it's supposed to be. So pretty much this is the first zone here for retracement here off of that 4-hour fib. So we should be pushing down more. And once again, I said that the VWAP and POC is looking bearish here. So we should be going down. So we have that fib retracement. So we have this level here of interest. That'll be my TP based off of that 4-hour retracement. If I would hold on to my trade a little bit more, so that would be this one. So my first TP was right here. The second one will be right here. And I would expect a retracement here off of that break of structure right here to the downside, to the upside, sorry. So PMI, service PMI was positive basically, and the manufacturing PMI was negative, or the other way around. But I would consider that as a neutral news day because of that. So my TP will be right here. First TP was that was my first TP was right here. If I would taking that trade at market open, and the second one will be right here. So we are at our first TP. All right. So we're pushing here. So neutral. We also had a gold buy signal. We're just gonna look at gold a few seconds here. Gold. So gold is pushing to the upside. We have a demand zone right here. So if supply zone, sorry, right here. So if it goes towards that, that's good. So we had a sell on US30 this morning. That was a perfect setup. So market went up to a break of structure right here, went down. We had a demand zone right here, broke to the first TP right here. Now we're seems to be looking to go towards that second TP. This is a 50% retracement off of the 4-hour swing low to swing high. So we may go. This is my final TP here to continue to the downside. Everything's looking bearish here, so that's awesome. All right, guys, so we're gonna close it out. So the move was already been done. We had the signal here for US30, and the actual explanation here of the entry was done for me. So you could revisit here in the beginning of this live. And yeah, so we're going to be back here on Monday for another session with Trade FX. So we're going to be looking at the ES, so Dow Jones or US30, as everyone says, and gold also. And we're just going to break down the market here each and every day to get some profit here. So overall, this week was, beside Monday, it was a profitable day. Only trade 2 days this week. Unfortunately, on Wednesday, I had a technical difficulty, so I wasn't able to be focused on the chart because I was looking for a long on Wednesday, and it played out perfectly, but I wasn't in that trade. But yesterday we did a good scalp here overall, and then price retrace, did a retest and went to continue to the upside. But now today I was looking for a short, even though I was not trading it. It was a good setup here overall. All right. So I wish you a wonderful rest of the day. A happy, great weekend, and we'll be back here on Monday. All right. Have a great one. Peace.